As soon as the man's true love returned to the country, he went to his fiancée and asked to postpone the wedding. He even prepared an overseas university admission letter for her. He wanted her to go abroad for a while. Unexpectedly, the girl tore up the letter and threw the pieces in his face. She said there was no need to postpone anything. They should just call off the engagement. The man tried to explain that his true love was just sick. Once she recovered, he would send her away and it wouldn't affect their marriage. But the girl thought he was completely delusional. She turned and walked away. Unexpectedly, as soon as she got downstairs, she ran into the man's true love. The woman mocked her, saying as long as she was around, their wedding would never happen. But the girl said she never relied on a man to survive. It was the other woman. Without that man, no one would ever marry her. The true love pretended to beg for mercy, but the girl pushed her away and she conveniently fell to the ground. Seeing her trying to play the victim, the girl picked up a nearby cup of water and splashed it on her. This confirmed she was being aggressive on purpose. Just then, the man came downstairs and saw the whole scene. He was just about to scold the girl, but she slapped the jerk across the face instead. Then she went to her best friend to vent about everything that had happened. Her friend felt sorry that she had such parents and a fiancé like that, but thankfully, she hadn't entered the marriage yet. It was a timely escape. Just as the girl was about to pay the bill, she discovered her credit card had been deactivated. Her friend complained that her parents were too biased. How could they treat their own daughter like this for the sake of an adopted one? Luckily, the girl didn't rely on her family financially. She casually pulled out a black card, which shocked her friend. As soon as the girl returned home, the man was waiting at the door to stop her. He said he wanted to have a proper talk. She wanted to refuse, but the man shamelessly followed her inside. He asked her not to make things hard for his true love. After all, they were family, even if not by blood. Still, his true love was technically her sister. The girl thought that was ridiculous. If the other woman hadn't attacked her first, she wouldn't have tried to send her to jail after her car accident 2 years ago. And now she had the nerve to ask for forgiveness? It was beyond laughable. But the man threatened her with her rent. He assumed that everything she had was paid for by the family, and without their support, her life would fall apart. The girl simply told him to leave immediately. But right after the man left, her mother showed up. She scolded the girl for being too reckless. It was wrong to make the whole situation public, but the girl insisted she did nothing wrong. She said she had cut ties with the family long ago. Her mother, equally upset, believed the girl couldn't survive without their money. So she decided to cancel the girl's credit card to teach her a lesson. Let her suffer a little. Unbeknownst to her, the girl had already built her own company, and her income had long surpassed the allowance given by her family. The man's mother didn't want her son's wedding to be ruined, so she forced him to go apologize to the girl. But when the man showed up at the girl's house, he was kicked out right away, and she made it clear that there was nothing between them anymore. At the same time, the man's true love was diagnosed with several medical conditions at the hospital. The girl's mother broke down in tears. Even though she was adopted, she had still raised her for 20 years. The man demanded that the doctors do everything they could to save her. One of the doctors was the girl's best friend. Upon hearing the news, she immediately called the girl. The girl was thrilled when she heard. To support her friend, she said she'd be going abroad soon and would not participate in the treatment. The girl hung up the phone with peace of mind. The next day, the man's mother called the girl. She said she wanted to take her out for a meal. In truth, she was trying to get them back together. The girl agreed. When she arrived at the man's house, his mother deliberately left them alone, but the girl didn't even look at him. At that moment, the man's phone rang, so he had to step away to answer it. Meanwhile, the girl's mother tearfully complained that the adopted daughter's main doctor had gone abroad, and that doctor was the only one with the best skills. When the man heard the name, he told her not to worry and that he'd handle it. Then he confronted the girl, asking if she was behind it all, because that doctor was her best friend. But the girl said it had nothing to do with her. But the man didn't believe her and insisted she call her friend back. He said if his true love wasn't cured, then he and the girl could never get married. Just then, the man's mother walked over. She scolded her son for his poor attitude. The girl took the opportunity to make her stance clear. She said there was no possibility between them anymore. As soon as she stepped out the front door, the man pulled her into his car. He pulled out a black card and said that if she could convince her friend to come back and treat his true love, he promised never to see that woman again, and that they would go through with the wedding in 1 week as planned. But the girl said there was no future for the two of them anymore. If he wanted a doctor, he should go find find one himself. Don't use her to pull strings. Just then, his phone rang again. It was his true love calling. He immediately told the girl to get out of the car. He told her to think carefully about his offer. She got to keep the black card for free. The girl went straight to go shopping. She bought a pile of luxury goods. The man thought she still cared about him. That's why she spent his money. But the girl said she thought it was a breakup compensation and added that he was way too stingy. Then she hung up the phone. After returning to her company, the girl gave all the luxury goods away as rewards to her employees. Then she casually tossed the black card into the trash. Right at that moment, the girl received a mysterious call. It was from her brother's assistant. He said her brother would be arriving in her city that evening and hoped she would go pick him up. The girl was stunned for a few seconds because this brother was no ordinary person. He was the CEO who had adopted her when she was a child, and she had run away from his home 3 years ago. Afterward, she found her biological parents and had not contacted the CEO once in the past 3 years. When the CEO finally saw the girl he'd always missed, he wanted to scold her for leaving. But when he saw how aggrieved she looked, he couldn't help but feel heartache for her.